Maybe even take your shoulders up and back a couple times and just kind of soften up there. And then you're just going to take a pause and just notice. Just notice what you're feeling, maybe what your breath feels like, what that mind of yours is doing. Maybe to yourself you could say, this time is for me, right? 100%. Yoga is a gift that you give to yourself, but this time is for you. And as you breathe in that next breath, just welcome your life force and all the beautiful prana energy that comes with it. When you exhale out, you're just letting go and you're softening. So just a beautiful process of bringing in and letting go. And then I want you to place your hands facing up on your lap, so your palms are facing up, and I just want you to see if that did anything differently. There's a little shift of energy when the palms are open and receiving. Just noticing that, how that feels, and then take your palms and place them on your laps again, and just notice that little shift. So this is grounding, so when the palms are down, we're kind of grounding our energy towards the earth, and when the palms are up, we're a little bit more invigorated and open. So feel which one feels good for you right now. You can keep it there. And then we'll begin using our small movements to start with. I always start with the neck because that's usually the tightest spot. So take a breath and exhale, slowly lift your head, drop. So just let it go. Softening in your shoulders and in your neck and all those little muscles that are used when you hold your head up. Just let them go now. And if you can, you're going to make a little circle with your nose about 1 inch in diameter. So it's just teeny tiny. So this is like flossing our vertebra right here at the very top of our spine. Just little movements, little arthritis, little crunchies get in there. So we're just going to break them up and then go the other way with that little circle. Remember, it's just about 1 inch. It's just little. And then when the chin's back to neutral, we're going to take it over to the right. So right ear, right shoulder. The left arm's going to reach out to the side, and you're going to spread your fingers nice and wide. Good. On your inhale, the palm is going to turn up and your chin lifts up just that wee little bit. So get that stretch on the left side, and then exhale, the palm goes down and the chin goes down. So just do that maybe just one more time, because then we're going to add to it. So the inhale is up with the chin up and the palm up, and the exhale is the chin down and the palm down. Now we're going to incorporate the back. So when you inhale, the chin is up, the palm is up, and you're going to arch your back. So really stretch your shoulder backwards. And when you exhale, palm is down, chin is down, and you're going to round your shoulders and round your back. So almost like that little cat-cow sensation. So inhale, you're lifting up and you're arching. Feel free to come away from your chair. Exhale, tucking down. And last time, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rounding down. Good. And then the hand and the chin back to the center. And here we go to the other side. It's going to be left ear, left shoulder, right arm out. 2 times just with the neck and shoulders. So inhale, you're up, palm up, chin up. Exhale, palm down, chin down. And again, inhaling up and exhaling down. Now we'll incorporate that beautiful upper back. So inhale, nice back arch. Oh yeah, stretch that chest open. Exhale, tuck it down, tuck your chin, round your shoulders and your back. And one more, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rounding down. Good, bringing yourself all the way back down. When you have your chin down, you're going to take your hands and give yourself a little neck massage. So you probably explored a little tight areas when you did a little of those motions. So just take it in there. Your fingertips, maybe squeeze with your thumbs, pinch, maybe a little poking, a little piano fingers in there, whatever's feeling good. Good, and then bringing your fingertips to your shoulders. We're going to do a couple shoulder circles, so up and around a few times. So take one shoulder back and then the other shoulder back. And everybody, as you're doing that, I want you to just kind of scoot up a little bit as you're doing that. Yeah, because we're going to go the opposite way, so we need a little room. So we're going to go the opposite way now. Round and round. Good. 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 Get the shoulders moving. Now we're going to go back again. This time we're going to look behind us as we do that. Round and round. Good. And when you come back to the center, spread those fingers all the way out. Life force reach. I love this one. Yeah, touching your neighbor, why not? Hi, everybody, right? Fingertips up, push out. Fingertips down. Good. Roll the wrists backwards. Good. And roll the wrists forwards. Good, and then slowly coming down, and then shake it out a little bit. We're going to do a little seated cat-cow, and this one I have been noticing when I look around the room when people do cat-cow, and I'm going to watch you guys as you do it, and I'm going to point something out. So cat-cow is just the rounding and the arching, right? So we round, and then we arch. Good, and we round, and then we arch. Good, I'm going to look at one more time. We'll round, and then we arch. Good. All right, come back to neutral. Now, how many people feel any kind of stretch right in here when you do that?
Feel cracking.
Okay, all the way up, all the way up. You want to feel a stretch. You want to feel movement right in here. A lot of people do cat-cow this way. See this shoulder movement right here in the upper back? But you really want to pull back enough that you feel way down in here this stretch. That's why I always encourage you to scoot up a little bit when you do cat-cow, because you want to feel like your low back is getting pushed back into the chair when you go down like that. And then when you come up, you want to feel there's a nice little arch there. That's going to start to loosen up those tight areas, right? So whenever we do cat-cow, think about that, especially standing and sitting ones, right? And when you're on the floor, if you ever go to a mat class, we do this a lot kneeling. So it's the same idea. Pull that low back, stretch it. Yeah. And one more time, all the way up. Good. And then you can sit back. Yeah. All right. So let's take that one hand out. Let's say left hand out in front. We're going to do a nice little fascia stretch. This is one of my most favorites. So we're going to make a hitchhiker thumb. We're going to go out one finger at a time. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, as far as you can go. And when you stop there, I want you to flex your wrist. That means push your palm away and flex your wrist so that the whole inner arm gets stretched. Yeah, stretch it. Good. Take your fingers back to straight, and we're going to bring it back in one finger at a time. So we go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we'll do the other side. So hitchhiker thumb there, one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big stretch as far as you can go, and then you flex. So you want to feel that stretch all the way into the forearm, the elbow, into your shoulder. Good. Back straight with the fingers, and here we go. Back in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when we come back in, we're going to do both. So you should be leaning back, right? And your chair is your support. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your chin neutral. Keep going, keep going, keep going until you feel that stretch in your chest. Now do that multiple flex. Oh my gosh, how is that feeling? Take a big breath. Exhale. Oh, that feels so good. Fingers straight, and here we go. Back in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way. Good. Oh, those shoulders love it, so just roll those shoulders. Good. Very good. And roll them forward. Good, and roll them forward. Okay, since Debbie wanted to be in the front row, I'm going to put her on the spot. We're going to do picking fruit. So remember, that's the opposites, and I've been adding a few things to it. So we're going to make it a little more complicated. So we're going to start with the left hand first, and we're going to reach, pick, out to the side. And if you can look, all the better, and drop it. Good, here we go. Reach, maybe look up, pick, out, and drop. Good, Joy. Reach, pick, you're so creative, out, and drop. And then last one on this side, reach, pick, out, and drop. Now we're going to go out in front. So here we go. Reach, pick, in the front, give it away, palm is up. Okay, you guys got it, good. Reach, pick, in front, give it away. Other hand. Reach, pick, out, in front. So we're doing range of motion, right? The reachiest reach, right? The stretchiest stretch. Good, and now we're going to drop it on the floor. So it's left hand, reach, pick. We're going down, so you should feel that low back stretch. Feel that right there in that low back as you come back in. Here we go again, reach, pick. We're going down, and then come back in. Okay, now to the right, reach, pick, going down, pick it up, and reach, pick, going down, and pick it up. Now, the sideways, I added this one because I really like the feeling of it. So you're going to do all the way to the side, as far as you can go. So the whole left side of your back and your shoulder is getting stretched. Good. So reach, pick, and then the sound of a crunch. Good. And again, reach, pick, and good. Oh, great sound. Ready? Reach, pick, and reach, pick, and okay, so now we're going to do both hands. So we're going to go up and out, up and forward, up and down, crisscross, bite. Okay, so get your brain to work a little bit. Here we go, everybody ready? Nancy? Reach, pick, out, drop. Okay, reach, pick, in front, give it away. Good, we're going down. Reach, pick, going down, up, and then reach, pick. Okay, so this is the hard part, right? One is up and one is out, doesn't matter which one. One is up and one is out. Then both up, both down, crisscross bite. You got it? No. Yeah, I know you don't have it. Okay, here we go, the best we can. Reach, pick, alternates. Palm is up, yeah. Okay, good. Again, reach, pick. I'm gonna make fun of you, I can't help it. She's like this. She's like this. Okay, come back here, we gotta do it again. Reach, pick, one in front, one on the side. I'm gonna watch you. Good. All right, good. She's not on camera, so you guys can't see what she's doing. Okay, here we go. And let it go. Now, we're gonna go down to the floor with both. Reach, pick, going down. Good, coming in, and then crisscross. Reach, pick. Yay, very good, you guys. Oh, anybody get warm on that? Boy, that was a little tension there going on. Okay, so let's get the feet to move a little bit. So just pick up one foot and just point and flex. Doesn't matter which one. Good. Did I hear some cracking over there? Who was that? That was you! Oh my God, my cameraman's cracking. Okay, here we go. Other foot. Oh yeah, that was me. Good. And then, what about both? We love these quads, right? This makes our quads stronger. Yeah, very good. So we're getting into the calf muscles now, getting them nice and strong. Good, and then shake it out a little bit. All right, very good. All right, so now we're gonna do seated eagle. So eagle is good for the immune system. It's also really good for stretching the shoulder muscles. So we're gonna start first in cactus arms. And we're going to cross the left leg over the right. So now, if you cannot cross high in your legs, then you just cross low in your legs. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna get a little bit into the hips as well. As we come forward, it's gonna be the right arm on the top, the left arm on the bottom. And when you crisscross, you know there's three options. You can do the hug, which gives you a good stretch. You can do the back of the hands, which is a little bit more dexterity, right? And then you can intertwine the hands. Good. And then we're gonna inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your back, and I want you to take a nice deep breath into the middle of your shoulders. So take a big breath right between the shoulder blades. Expanding the ribs. Good. Exhale, release it. The next one, we're going to squeeze our thighs together. So inhale, take a big breath. And exhale, release and squeeze down. Really tuck your chin and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Everything gets squeezed out of you. Inhale, take a breath all the way up and unwind your arms and unwind your legs, and we'll go the other way. So now it's going to be the right leg crosses over, and then the left arm crosses on the top, and then we do the wraps. So remember any of those options you want to do. Inhale, lift up a little bit. Exhale, you're going to tuck your chin and round downward. Big breath. Exhale, squeeze. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your armpits together. Squeeze it all out. Take a nice deep breath again. Inhale. That exhale, squeeze one more time. That's how the toxins get squeezed out of you. Now inhale, you're up. Take your arms out, uncross your legs, and now you're gonna take your wings all the way out, and we're just gonna fly. Flap. Yeah. Oh, how fluid is that? How beautiful is that? Good. All right. Oh, I even have a good song. This is the angel song. Oh yeah. Go all the way up, you guys. Flap all the way up. Yay. Good. And when we're up here, we're gonna climb the rope. Let's go all the way up. Reach up, climb, pull, stretch, reach. Good. Then all the way up to the top, reach up, reach up, reach up. And then all the way down. Good. Oh, beautiful. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, so let's do a little side stretching. We're going to do our hip glide, which we do in a chair. This one's a really complicated setup, but it feels so good, so it's worth it. We're gonna take the left leg and we're gonna walk it out so it's pointing away from us. Take your left hand to the chair, and your right knee is gonna drop towards the floor. And if you can scoot that right foot back with the toes flexed, it's gonna get you a really nice strong base, okay? If it hurts your toes, then just keep your toenails flat. Okay, so bring your hand to the chair and your right hand to the right shoulder. So we're gonna dip down and touch the elbow towards the hip, and the hip comes up towards the elbow, so there's actually a little lift in that hip. Then the exhale lifts that elbow up, and we lean into the chair, so we're doing a sideways bend. Good, so let's watch the breath on this one. So inhale, we're dipping, so we're contracting that muscle. Exhale, we're lifting it up and we're stretching. Oh, that's the QL muscle we're stretching. Good, let's do it two more times. So inhale, we're gonna dip. Exhale, we're gonna lift and stretch, a nice sideways bend. Good, and then inhale, we're gonna dip. And exhale, we're lifting all the way up. Good, coming back to neutral, and let's just go the other way. So just gonna walk it the other way. So the right foot is facing forward, the left knee's dropped, the toes are tucked or flattened, and of course you're holding on. And really you have one butt cheek on the mat, on the chair. Okay, left hand, left shoulder. Inhale, hip up, elbow down. So feel that contraction. Then exhale, stretch it. So the hip actually goes down on that side. Good, I can hear you breathing. Inhale, contract. Exhale, stretch, get really long. Good, and again, inhale, dip, exhale, lift, and one more. Inhale, dip, and exhale. Lift it all the way up. Good, coming all the way back, and walk it all the way back. Good, now keeping your legs wide, we're gonna take it into a little forward fold here. So forward bending is one of the best things you can do for your back, and sometimes you don't feel like doing that because your back hurts, but really it stretches those muscles that you want to stretch. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to scoot your little tail feathers back. Remember that concept, you guys? Like you have little tail feathers, you can even go like that and just whoosh them behind you, right? And then you're going to scoot your hands to your kneecaps and you're going to lean. So it's like a 45-degree angle to start with, and you're kind of looking down. It's like you're looking over the ledge or something. And then once you feel kind of solid here and the stretches are good, you want to take your hands below your kneecaps and you're leaning a little bit more. Now if your hips and your low back are not feeling good there, you just want to stay. But now we're going to bring both hands to the left knee. So that means that right hand comes over to the left and just hold and stretch there. If that right hand can go a little bit lower on the leg, maybe it stretches down a little bit more, you're going to feel that beautiful stretch on the right side of your hip. Take a breath there. And another breath there. Come on, that's the tight spot. Good. Then walk your hands to that knee and we'll go to the other side. So walking it over to the right, so the left hand goes over there. Take a breath. Maybe exhale down a little further. Maybe that left hand can walk down a little bit more. Find where that stretch feels good. We're taking 2 deep breaths into that space. So inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Remember, we're letting go. Bringing both hands to each knee. You're looking over that ledge again. And then when you inhale up, your back is straight all the way up and all the way up. Good. And then walk it together. And then the other back stretch, which is really good, is bringing one knee in. Right? One knee in as tight as you can. Yeah. Look what's happening to those low back muscles. You're stretching those. Right? So all pain is constriction. And when we get pain, we want to breathe into that space. And stretch it. Good. And come back in. Good. And then check it out. Okay? So let's bring the feet up again. This time we're going to bring both feet up and we're going to alternate pointing and flexing. Pointing and flexing. Good. And then we're going to rotate the ankles forward and rotate them backwards. Good. And then shake them out. All right, so we're going to do another alternate pattern. We're going to do cactus alternates. So everybody come into cactus arms. So we'll do an easy pattern, and of course, you know I always add to it. So we're going to take left hand to right shoulder. Good. And then back. I saw a delay on one of those. Okay, other way. Good. Good. And now left hand, right shoulder, look to the left. Okay, good. And then other side, you always look in the opposite way of your hand touching. Good. And then now we're going to go the opposite leg. So left hand, right leg, look to the left. Good. Come back up. And then opposite and look the opposite way. Look the opposite way, Neva. Yeah, okay, good. We got to do it again because Neva's, wait, you missed about 3 weeks, I think. I can tell, right? No, just kidding. Okay, here we go. Opposite leg. So left hand, right knee, look to the left. Good, coming back. And opposite right hand, left. Good, and come back up. Now we're going to go shoulder, shoulder, leg, leg. So we're going to go shoulder, look the opposite way. Good, coming up. Shoulder, coming up. Now when we go opposite leg, we're going to lift that leg and look the other way. Yeah, good. And coming up. And then the other way. And coming up. We got to do it again because you screwed up. Okay, here we go. One shoulder, good. Back. Other shoulder. Back. Now we're going to lift the leg, look the opposite way. Good, Joy. And then the other way. Here we go. Good. Good. And then release. There's 3 joys in this corner. Yes. Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, really?
1, 2, 3. 3 joys. That's amazing. I love it. Yay. This is the joy corner. That is so cool. I love that.